Jackson, draw play to Dobbins.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. That one goes for 8 yards.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous.
Touchdown! Marquise Brown, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see, great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Running from the gun with Henry. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
He'll buy some time right. A gain of 6 there on first. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First down, Titans, gain of 12. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. A first down carry for Henry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Back to throw, Tannehill. Flushed out, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. And Bullock will put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Bullock good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Bud Dupree able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, 88 yards. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Flush to his right. And right side, Henry's got it. First down and much more for Henry. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And good quarterbacks know that when things start to break down and they're forced to flee the pocket, they can often count on their running backs to try and bail them out. That happened on that play. Nice gain.
Looking deep for Julio. Jones goes diving, and he's got it. They give him a gain of 37. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, and these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up even more big plays.
He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and now it's second down. Again, Tannehill. He'll flip this out to Evans. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's Tannehill. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. Jackson to Bateman there, first down Ravens. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
They go play action with Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not...
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Titans. Julio Jones, 58 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, Not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Here a throw taken in by Watkins. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. From the 45 on second down, Jackson being chased out left. And one more time, that's Watkins. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 40. The 20.
You thought
10.
you had it. You thought you had it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Pulling good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Jayon Brown just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And they open the lead up now to 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Harold Landry in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Jackson from the shotgun. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Michael Pruitt, the big tight end, is intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing now, Tannehill. He's going to look deep down the field. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he'll be stopped after a very short gain, and now you're looking at 4th down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Tannehill going to throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Dobbins with it. And he's got room. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey.